Now, this is something which I want you to tell everybody, those who are not aware of it. What is the best way to pick up a bag from your car boot and or a conveyor belt? Because that's where the spine slots.
Right. So that's a very, very good question. Now, again, like I mentioned earlier, that the loading is very important. So there are two schools of thought. Some people say squat and pick it up. Okay. Some people say bend forwards and pick it up. Because if I squat, my knees will hurt. If I bend, my back will, right? So what is the best way? Either of the ways are good. The most important thing is that if the weight is more than what you usually pick up. So say when you're traveling, right? You have a 20-30 kilo bag. So the best way is to draw your belly button slightly inside, because when you draw the belly button in slightly, I don't need to brace myself. I need to breathe. So whilst you're breathing, just draw the belly button in. Now, what is the reason for that? When I draw the belly button in, it is your inner core muscle which attaches to your spine. So it creates a cylindrical effect. It supports the spine better. Now, the second important thing is whether you squat, whether you bend forward, what is important? Step ahead towards the weight. Now, if I am going to pick up the weight from a distance, then my lever arm is longer. The effort on the muscle is higher. But if I'm going to step closer to my bag, and whether I squat or whether I bend forwards, I have tucked my belly button in slightly and I lift. I am closer, so my lever arm is closer. The effort is lesser. So the idea is to come closer to the object and not away. Now, whether you squat, whether you bend forward, doesn't matter. Haven't you heard people say, oh, I got to slip this when I just bend down to pick up a piece of paper? It's not the weight which you lift up, it's how you bend and how you lift up.
You should split your weight, the knees a little bent. And so you
Yes.
picked a very important point, something
Right.
which is very important, all those who don't exercise, how to make the core muscles strong. Even in your chair, sitting, standing, running, working out, any weight which you train with, your biceps, triceps, and your shoulder, or whatever you're doing, your core has to be strong.
Right. Another important thing which I would want to add is a lot of people bend from their back to lift. Okay. If you lean forwards from the hip and you lift, you'll realize my back is more supported, because when it's like slouching and lifting up the back. So if you lean forwards and you're closer to the object or your bag and you draw your belly button in, which is engaging the core, more or less you are at a lesser risk to an injury.